providing more customer service offices than any other Louisiana utility company, staffed with customer representatives who work and live in Louisiana, and offering 24/7 emergency response. That's what keeps CLECO energized.
Oh, wrong button. Hey, good morning, everyone. Yes, Miss Jean mentioned this, and if you have grass cutting to do, you got to do that today. We got to make that happen, if at all possible, before late this afternoon, when I think we'll see some storms in the area. Because if you don't do it today, this 7-day forecast is ridiculous. I'll show you in a few minutes here. But out at Stelly's, the old family place down there in LeBeau, you can see some high clouds. Dew point, a terrifying 78 degrees. We got the weather sensor back. That's the good news. 85 degrees. It's not our most dramatic view, but I think they make some pretty darn good food down there. Now we have Toledo Bend showing a dew point also around 78, a little cooler near the water at 82 degrees, but we are going to change these views in the coming days as we get some big time rain into the forecast. Now, temperatures today, they're still worthy of that heat advisory. So up north, mid to upper 90s. Down south, a little bit cooler as we're going to get some rain in there a bit sooner. But we do look like we're going to see mid 70s tonight. So it's going to cool off. We're going to see so much moisture, and I'm going to show you kind of one of the little breakdowns in here I have is on the other system, which is just the internet. And I'm going to show you that screen in a bit and really explain to you why this is happening. Yeah, I would have loved to have been on Toledo Bend today myself. Here are the heat alerts. Heat advisory remains just north of us here in Alexandria and just east of you in Opelousas. So it's going to be hot, but I think it's going to be hotter up north and out to the east. And then after this, I don't know if we see a heat advisory for the rest of the month because it's all going to be about the rainfall. Now, speaking of rain, we had some big rains up north. The area around Yellville, Arkansas is in a flash flood emergency now. They had some big problems. Saw a report of a nursing home where they were evacuating patients because the water was actually getting up to the level of the beds. So big problems up that way. Bridges washing out, things like that. Up around Conway, also seeing some issues. Radar estimates over 15 inches, seeing reports over 10. So it's a big problem. And remember, they have a lot more rock to deal with and mountainous terrain, so this can get real dangerous up there. So any sort of travel plans toward Branson, Little Rock, if you're heading up, say, to Poplar Bluff, Missouri, something like that, you want to check ahead on the roads because, like I said, some of the bridges are washed out. Now this, in a lesser fashion, is what's going to head down here and bring us some rain, especially starting tomorrow. You can see those scattered storms out over the Gulf of Mexico. Those are going to come up to the north, kind of join forces, and bring us a few storms today. Now this is the last day of mid-90s and scattered storms, but then we're going to go to a big-time rainy pattern here. And here's your GFS model that's just showing you the general idea. Trust me, these rain chances will reflect this. But if I put it in motion, you can see just periodic bursts of rain, fall, showers, storms, things like that. And then maybe a little bit of a lull. And when I say a lull, down to like 60 to 70% coverage. But look at this. I mean, just for days on end, it's going to be off and on rainfall. I don't think we're going to see what they saw up in Arkansas last night. That was really, really excessive stuff. But given this kind of setup, it's going to be kind of a day-by-day thing where we're going to have to watch and see how this is all going. So the high-res, closer-in model showing that we have some scattered stuff today. Overnight tonight, we might even keep a few showers and storms in, and then tomorrow things really kind of take off. We went with a 90% coverage tomorrow. And let me show you. I'm actually going to go over and do that now. I'm going to pop this up, and I'm going to show you a little explainer on why this is happening. Now, this is just my computer screen here. So as I scroll through this, watch what happens just to our north and west. You're going to see this is 18,000 feet up. This is where those mid-level, upper-level disturbances come through that we talk about all the time. Watch this. You get this thing that just kind of sits over and to our west, most importantly, and keeps that southwesterly flow just pumping into the area. And it's not terribly strong, but this time of year with all that instability, you don't need it to be strong. I mean, at this point, I'm like 12 days out, and it's ending on that model at that point. But just to show you again what I'm looking at, and here, another thing I don't like about this is this general pattern. It means the high pressure is off to our east, and we have that weakness overhead. So if there were a tropical system heading this way, that kind of pattern favors these turning up into the north toward our area. So just look right at Louisiana there, and you can just see how there's that southwesterly flow, that circulation that's going to just pump disturbances overhead. We have abnormally high moisture. We have a tropical hookup to the moisture coming in. So I know that's kind of a weird map to show, but it's the best way I can explain that system, that thing that's creating the rain, is just going to sit there for days. So that's kind of what it looks like there. Now, no real severe threat locally, maybe a marginal risk up there in Arkansas and northwest Shreveport, Arklatex area. That's where I think we could see a couple of severe storms today. And then rain through Tuesday, and it continues beyond that, might even increase. We're looking at 2 to 5 inches of rainfall across the entire state. So any sort of hint at drought conditions is going to go away, and then we're going to see more rain falling after that. And I'll show you more blue on that 8 to 14 day outlook in just a bit. NHC, the 7-day outlook, brought to you by Atlas Home Service. Nothing here. We have a little lemon there underneath the logo. That's out in the Pacific, not going to be impacting us. So nothing tropical, but lots and lots and lots of rain. I could keep saying lots forever, because look at that. That's the last day with sunshine in the forecast today. Now, we will see peaks of sun out there, but when we go above about 60%, we just go ahead and put the thunderstorm icon in. And the only day we dip to 60% after today is Saturday. And it looks like most other days, actually we have Tuesday at 60 also, but that's just because it's so far out. I really think rain coverage is going to continue in that 70 to 90% coverage each day, meaning most of you see rain most days. And in some cases, that is going to be heavy. Now, going out through the 8 to 14 day outlook, there's the blue I was talking about, below normal temperatures, and that was something we did. If you looked at the numbers, you saw it there, mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s, just depending on how much sunshine we can get here, which is not going to be much, and above normal precip to round out the month. So as we head into August, it looks like we're going to see plenty of rain across the area, and that's, I know, 2 weeks out, but I think this pattern might start to break by then, because typically they don't last this long, but it looks like for the next couple of weeks, lots of rainfall and cooler temperatures. So the heat advisories go away, and I think we see that the main issue is going to be, can we handle this kind of water? Because a lot is going to be falling up to the north as well, and as that comes down the pike, we could see some more river flooding and just the total opposite of last year. It was crazy last year on one end. Looks like we are making up for it definitely right now. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. After that, I have at least one day where I won't be going live, but then Saturday and Sunday, assuming the internet's good, I will be back just to tell you how much it's raining here from hopefully a beautiful mountainous background in Colorado. All right, I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful Wednesday.